Hello students, today in business studies class I am going to discuss the ninth chapter, a new chapter which is financial management. Now the meaning of finance is the amount which is invested in a business or the funds which are required for starting up and running of a business. Then the second one is management. Management we have already seen in the first part of business studies. That management is the art of getting things done through others efficiently and effectively for achieving a goal. Here, and there are different functions of management. Now, financial management taken together is concerned with, or it involves all the activities of management so that a specific goal or a target fix or the goals of the company can be achieved. Here, the goal of the company is to arrange funds. So, financial management is actually related with management of funds. Okay. So, financial management is concerned with efficient acquisition. Acquisition means from where to get the funds. Okay. There are always requirements of fund in a business, and there are so many sources from where you can acquire the funds. Like an entrepreneur can take loan from financial institution, from banks. The company can issue shares in the market. They can issue debentures. They can take trade credit, and also many sources are there. So financial management is concerned with efficient acquisition and then allocation of funds. Now, once the funds are procured, where we are going to allocate it, how we are going to use that fund is also, this decision is also taken in financial management. Now, a definition of it is, it refers to efficient acquisition of finance, then utilization, efficient utilization, efficient distribution and disposal of surplus for smooth working of companies. That means the first thing is acquisition. This just now I have explained that there are different sources. So from which source the company is going to acquire the fund, from which source the company is going to get the money. Then next is efficient utilization. Now the utilization should be very efficient. Efficient means which gives maximum return or maximum benefit. There the fund should be invested. Whether the company is going to purchase fixed asset or the fund is required for current asset. So these are the decisions taken. So where we are going to utilize and in which way we can get the maximum benefit from that, from those funds. So that comes under the review of financial management. Then efficient distribution and disposal of surplus means what? After investing the funds in business, whatever surplus or profit is generated, how the company is going to distribute it to the in between the shareholders, and how the surplus will be distributed and retained in the business. Some amount of surplus is or the profit is retained in the business for future growth prospects. So how the company is going to distribute, how much the company is going to keep it in the business. So that decision is also taken in financial management. Means it is acquiring the funds, that is utilization, and then distribution of surplus. These are the three decisions which are taken in financial management. Now, what is the role of financial management? First is the size and composition of fixed asset. Means what? These are the activities which are influenced by financial management. These activities are these decisions are taken in financial management. First is the size and composition of fixed asset. We all know what is fixed asset. Fixed assets are those assets which are not for resale, which are used in the business for a longer period of time and which increases the productive capacity of the business. So, what will be the size and composition of fixed asset? That is investment decision. This is taken in financial management. Second, amount and composition of current assets. Current assets are those assets which gets converted into cash within a year. Now, what will be the amount and composition of current assets? That decision is also taken in financial management. Then the amount of long-term and short-term financing, that means from which source the company is going to generate money or raise funds, whether it will be from long-term sources or the short-term sources. Long-term means shares, debentures or long-term loan. Short-term means these trade credits and loan for a shorter period of time. So what will be the amount of these short-term and long-term financing? Then comes fixing debt and equity ratio in capital. Means this shows the ratio of debt and equity. Equity means owner's fund and debt means borrowed fund like debentures. So this is equity share, preference shares, and this is loans or debentures. So the company fixes the ratio between debt and equity in financial management. Then all the items in profit and loss account. See, we write the expenses and income and expenses, revenue and expenses in PL account. So if the company is paying more of interest, more of depreciation, then this will affect the profit and loss of the company. So whatever item is written in profit and loss of the company, that also comes under the role of financial management, means that also affects the decisions in financial management. Next we have to do the objectives of financial management. Now the main and the foremost objective of financial management is to maximize the shareholders' wealth. It is the main objective of financial management is maximization of shareholders' wealth. Now, company takes all the decisions for the owners. Now, whatever decision the company is taking, if it results in increase in the value of equity share, that is maximizing the shareholders' wealth. But if the decision taken by the company decreases, or because of that decision there is a reduction or fall in the value of equity shares, that means that is not good for the shareholders and their wealth is minimizing. Okay, so the company should take all the decisions that increases the value of share and that maximizes the shareholders' wealth. But for increasing the price of the share, the company should not get involved into unfair trade practices or manipulative activities. They should not involve into manipulative activities, but the rise of the price of equity share should be because of the growth of the company, because of the other activities, because of the satisfaction of all the parties. So the main objective is maximization of shareholders' wealth. But in maximizing the shareholders' wealth, while maximizing the shareholders' wealth, some other objectives of the company are also fulfilled. Because a shareholder gets return or a shareholders get part of the profit after all other obligations are or all other commitments are being fulfilled, then only they get their funds, their share. So other objectives are there which are automatically fulfilled, which are automatically achieved. These objectives are automatically met while doing this maximization of shareholders' wealth. So first is profit maximization and second is maintenance of liquidity. So when a company is earning profit, then only they are able to give shareholders their dividend and then only their value increases. So by maximization of shareholders' wealth, the profit of the company maximizes. Second is maintenance of liquidity. Means what? Before paying the shareholders, the company is meeting all its commitments. They are paying interest, they are paying whatever obligations they are having, they are paying that. So maintenance of liquidity is there and meeting of financial commitments with the creditor. This I have explained. So if the company is earning profit, they are having their liquidity position is good. They are having sufficient cash or fund in hands, so they are able to fulfill all their commitments. They are able to fulfill all their obligations, and then there is proper utilization of funds. Why? Because the company is earning profit. That means the funds of the business, it is utilized properly, it is utilized efficiently. So while doing this, the other objectives are automatically achieved. Okay, so this is the objective of financial management. Then there are 3 decisions taken in financial management. The financial decisions are: first is the financing decision, second is investment decision, and third one is dividend decision. These are the 3 decisions taken in financial decisions. Now first is financing decision. In financing decision, the company has so many sources from where the company can generate funds. So we have actually broadly, if we classify, there are 2 sources, either debt or equity, means owner's fund or borrowed fund. Now here in financing decision, the decision regarding the source of finance is taken, that whether the company is going to issue shares in the market or they are going to borrow funds from the market. They are going to take loan. Now after this, second is investment decision. Investment decision means they have to carefully select where they are going to invest their funds. The business has to select the most appropriate investment which will give maximum return to them. So there are 2 options: capital budgeting and working capital. Investment in long-term assets, investment in fixed asset is known as capital budgeting, and working capital means investment in current asset, okay, or investment or funds required for day-to-day operation of the business is working capital requirement, and this is for long-term purpose. So in investment decision, the company has to, or the financial management or the financial manager has to take decision regarding the investment in the most appropriate and most revenue generating, or the project which will give maximum return. Then next comes the dividend decision. Here the amount or the profit which is earned by the company is to be distributed to the shareholders, but all the amount is not distributed. Some part of the profit is kept in the business for future growth, okay, for requirements in the business. Now here decision is taken that how much profit will be distributed to shareholders and what amount will be retained in the business for future growth and expansion. So dividend decision, in dividend decision we have to decide the distribution of profit and retained earnings. So these are the 3 decisions in financial decision: from where to what will be the source of borrowing fund, after borrowing where we are going to invest, how we are going to invest it, and then third one is after generation of profit, how we are going to distribute the profit. Okay, so these are the 3 decisions taken in financial decision, which I discuss in the next video.